The horse people. So I just picked up the brackets to support the rail for the solar array on the roof. A few days ago there was a comment with a question, an interesting question. It went something like, why do you want to be, or why be off the grid if there is a grid there? That's pretty fair. There is a grid here, certainly. The answer is kind of twofold. The reason is both romantic and practical with a dash of challenge. I believe in being self-sufficient, much like my grandparents were self-sufficient here when they raised their family. They were responsible for producing and managing whatever energy the homestead needed, and used firewood for cooking and heating and managing their livestock for animal power, to tend the land and to transport things on the oxen-drawn carriage. Now, someone can argue that they had no choice. There was no grid back then, and that's fair. There was no grid for them, so they had no choice. And now we have a choice, which is great. It's great to have choice. But still, I want to be responsible for producing and managing the energy that this iteration of the farmstead is going to require. Yeah, there's a bit of a challenge there, and there's certainly a good dose of romanticism. Being self-sufficient, being independent, all of that means quite a bit for me. I believe that back when my grandparents lived here, that they were perhaps a bit more free than we are, generally speaking, today. And yes, the argument can be made that perhaps they were free from the tentacles of modern life support systems or grids, but life was much harder back in the day. All I have to say to that is that not only I am willing to collect and process the firewood that I am going to be using for both heating and cooking, like my grandparents did. I actually look forward to that. I see it as a physical activity that is a healthy activity. And I'm also willing to generate and store the electricity that the homestead is going to utilize for both electric lighting and to use the many tools that I use. So I see that over the last 10 months of being here and not receiving any bills in the mail or having any money withdrawn from my bank account as a degree of freedom I haven't enjoyed in a long time. I really look forward to continuing that way. It's very liberating. Of course, it comes with investment, and there's some challenges, I'm sure, that will need to be overcome. But is one way that I have to perhaps recover that feeling of freedom that I enjoyed here as a child. So yeah, I am willing to do what it takes in order to feel that way. Now, the only thing missing on it is it's a system to raise it a little bit for a winter setting, because this angle is really a good summer setting. But for the winter, the sun runs a bit lower on the horizon that way, so ideally it would be more like this and less like that. But for now, it's better than what it was. Well, it's kind of sheltered and it's charging and powering everything. For now, we don't have any chickens or birds, so it's good use for the space. some good sunny breaks today. Check on the Ranger to see the state of battery charge is. Yes, charging at half the capacity of the solar array, 520 watts, almost an amp at 53 volts, pretty good. Guys at the sawmill gave me this beautiful piece of mahogany. I have no idea where mahogany is from. Is it Africa or Brazil or Asia? They love mahogany around here.
Definitely grow mahogany in the Philippines.
Yeah, this must be a tropical or something. It's fantastic. What a beautiful wood. Exotic.
How's it going?
Do
Sorry?
finding things to do.
Just finding things to do.
Okay. Love working out here a rainy day like this. Think that my grandfather would do the same thing. It was raining, what else would he do? He'd be under here building a piece of furniture or something. I noticed sparrows, they hide under here when it's raining. They come. They roost on the drying rack.
Okay. Fasten it down.
Can I have some more here? Thank you.